Hey, what's going on, invaders? Welcome to 66-second reviews, providing you wild and bizarre rock and roll albums every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Today's 66-second review is all about the Stingrays with their album From the Kitchen Sink. This is a 2002 release on Big Beat Records, which is a subsidiary of Ace Records. This one I originally got on a trip down to Hollywood, Babylon, California. Picked this up at Amoeba Records, one of the most impressive record shops that I've ever been to in my entire life. This one was an absolute gem that I scored, and I've been listening to it ever since. So it's been getting a good number of years of play on my personal speakers, let alone here at Zorch Radio. Now, if my stupid brain had to categorize the genre of music this falls into, I'd say that it falls into the categories of garage and trash. But since, this is a British band, it's not garage, it's garage, right? When it shows up on the playlist at Zorch Radio, it's going to be next to such bands as the Monsters or the Milkshakes, the Cannibals as well, maybe the Cramps too. And there's 26 tracks on this album. It's a lot. Yeah, I know. 15 of them were added into rotation at Zorch Radio, which is solid. This is kind of a complete overlooking of the Stingrays. It's got a lot of their early stuff, plus a lot of their later stuff. Some would call this kind of compilation a best of, but best of has such a negative connotation to it, and I wouldn't feel comfortable calling it a best of, despite it having the best tracks from the Stingrays on here. Now, if this one, if I didn't already have it in my library, I'd pay a good $30 to make sure I got it inserted into my collection. And like I mentioned last Wednesday, I mentioned one of my favorite all-time records, which was a 7-inch from a band called the Banana Men. Well, the Banana Men are actually the Stingrays. That was a goof name that they used for that single record, and this collection has those 3 tracks on that 7-inch record. And yeah, it's not wax, which is why I'd pay $30 for the CD version of it. But like I said, 23 other tracks as well, plus those 3 tracks from the Banana Men. Killer. You can still get it. It's still in print, still available if you go to acerecords.co.uk. That's the website for that. You can check it out, get it for yourself, order it. They got MP3s as well if you don't want the physical copy, because maybe you're into that whole robot thing or whatever. But my name's Jake Noose. I'm telling you about the Stingrays with their album From the Kitchen Sink. If you want more 66-second reviews, make sure you go to zorchradio.com/662ND reviews. My name's Jake Noose, reminding you that nobody cares about your haircut.